Sarah Jenkins.
Hello, and welcome to another Poetry Deep Dive today. I love Denis Martindale. He has written over 3,700 poems for the Poemhunter website. Denis Martindale has written a new poem titled I'm Having a Heatwave, and here's what the poem's message shares with us today.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Section 2, Battling the UK Heatwave.
Okay, let's just dive right into this. The title of this piece, I'm Having a Heatwave, is actually a brilliant little nod. It's a clever variation on a famous song title we all know, which immediately sets a playfully dramatic tone for a very relatable survival story. We're looking at a piece that captures exactly what it feels like to be completely overwhelmed by the weather. Now, if you've ever experienced a UK summer heatwave, you know it is a very specific kind of deeply exhausting, heavy heat. The humidity climbs, the air feels unbelievably thick, and it just completely drains your energy reserves. This poem perfectly bottles that feeling of absolute, unavoidable lethargy when the sun finally decides to shine after months of gray. And this quote brilliantly illustrates that exhaustion. In this heat wave, I'm battling on. When you read it, you can almost feel the sheer weight of the temperature. It is a slow, grueling, deeply exhausting effort just to exist. The poet is practically compelled to go to sleep, just totally drained. It's literally a sluggish battle just to get through a sweltering afternoon at home.
Notice the stark contrast here. On one side, we have the ultimate fantasy, right? Cooling off in a luxurious swimming pool. The poet openly wishes he had one, noting there's no better way to play it cool. But on the other side, well, we have the harsh, sweltering reality. He's actually lying flat out on his single bed, just dreaming stuff inside his head, trying desperately to escape the stifling temperatures. It's a hilarious and highly relatable juxtaposition of what we want during a heat wave versus what we actually get.
Section 3, The Thrifty Online Shopper.
After that forced, heat-induced nap, our poet wakes up refreshed, and suddenly the energy completely changes. He leaves that spot on the bed, and he is off. The pacing is frantic, he's giving it everything he's got, hunting the internet at top speed for those May holiday sales. So the absolutely crucial point here is his master plan to save cash online. First, find voucher codes everywhere, and I mean everywhere, here, there, and everywhere. Second, capitalize heavily on the May holiday sales. And third, and this is a very practical, real-world motivation, combat daily price increases. As he figures there is absolutely no point leaving cash in the bank if prices are just going to increase every single day. He's going to buy a lot, but he's going to be smart about it.
I love this realization. I'm just like Scrooge, that thrifty man. This perfectly captures his humorous self-awareness. He knows exactly what he's doing, and he absolutely embraces being a thrifty, deal-hunting shopper. He isn't ashamed of his quest to save cash. Actually, he practically wears it as a badge of honor while executing his master plan.
And that leads us to another fantastic comparison. He openly acknowledges he is not some smiling millionaire. He knows life ain't fair. But instead of just wishing for wealth or complaining about the cost of things, he actively chooses the alternative, saving money everywhere. He uses great websites whenever he can, hopping from one to another, scoring deals, and taking absolute control of his situation.
Section 4, Coffee, Sales, and Deliveries.
To keep up this frantic, high-speed pace of saving money, he obviously needs fuel. But remember, he's already battling a massive heat wave. So there is this delicious, almost comedic irony in needing to consume hot caffeinated coffee just to force himself to stay awake for a late-night online shopping spree in the middle of a sweltering summer. Let's look at this step by step, because this beautifully illustrates his quirky, cyclical heatwave survival strategy. Step 1, sleep to escape the oppressive heat. Step 2, wake up refreshed and frantically find voucher codes online. Step 3, drink coffee to force himself to stay awake through the shopping spree. And finally, Step 4, eagerly anticipate his late-night grocery delivery. It's basically an endless loop of exhaustion, caffeine, and bargain hunting.
And what exactly is he waiting for in that delivery? With fizzy-flavored drinks, okay? It's such a relatable, simple excitement. After sweating it out flat on a single bed, battling the humidity, and stressing over voucher codes, all he really wants is a cold, fizzy-flavored drink to finally help beat the heat. It's the ultimate satisfying reward at the end of a long, hot day.
Section 5, the end of the day. But of course, what goes up must come down. The frantic energy of the online sales hunt is starting to fade. The poet realizes that once that coffee inevitably wears off, he's going to have to, in his own words, take a bow. The deep exhaustion of the heat wave is creeping right back in to take over.
And so the exhaustion cycle completely closes. His final thought is looking forward to pleasant dreams to end another hot, hot, hot day. After everything, the wishing for a pool, the tactical sleeping, the voucher code frenzy, and the hot coffee, it all winds down to just wanting a good night's sleep to recover from those intense, relentless temperatures. Now, I want you to take a close look at this timestamp at the very end of the piece. Denis Martindale, 26th of May, 2026. It's a fascinating and incredibly specific detail, isn't it? It perfectly aligns with today's date, anchoring this entire sweltering, bargain-hunting experience in a very precise moment in time, right in the middle of those May holiday sales he was so eagerly chasing.
So, the crucial takeaway from this explainer is how uniquely we all cope with weather extremes. Denis battles it with strategic naps, extreme online deal hunting, and a highly anticipated delivery of fizzy drinks. Which leaves us with a question for you. How will you battle your next heat wave? Will you be flat out on a single dead or vigorously hunting for voucher codes? Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.